Thanks for checking out this haul video. So this is a Diabolik DVD order that I just recently placed, plus one movie. I did purchase one from TerrorVision directly from them. It was a pre-order. So I'll go over the TerrorVision first and then the other 5 films I got through Diabolik DVD. But I will tell you real quick, my Diabolik DVD order was subsidized by my wife. Thank you, $50 worth, because we do a bet with the Super Bowl that is always a dollar amount towards something that we're big into. So for me, it's always, $50 towards a physical media purchase, and for her, if she wins, it is $50 towards these pre-made nails that you just stick on called Color Street that she's a big fan of. So I lost it last year. I won it this year. And what you guys need to know about that, though, is that we don't watch football typically. We only watch the Super Bowl, and so we don't really know anything. So she picked the Chiefs, obviously, since she lost. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine with the Eagles, so let's go. So anyway, going to get into this real quick. So the TerrorVision film that I got, Rumpelstiltskin, I didn't go for the deluxe edition, which has way better artwork on it than this. This is kind of what was on the VHS cover back in the day, but I still like the slipcase for this one. This is a 4K. There's that, and I will show you this artwork is what's on their deluxe edition box, which looks phenomenal. Like, look at how awesome that artwork is. Super cool. So let me read it. An ancient evil is inadvertently unleashed on modern-day Los Angeles in the shocker from the creators of Leprechaun. In a mysterious antique shop, a young mother whose police officer husband was recently killed in the line of duty comes across an unusually carved wishing stone that she cannot resist. But little does she realize that her one casual wish to see her husband one last time will free the demonic Rumpelstiltskin trapped inside the rock for over 500 years. Now armed with nothing more than a fairy tale legend, a young woman must fight to defend what she holds most dear against an evil that will stop at nothing to steal her infant son's soul. So I already did watch this. I kind of couldn't wait because I was pretty excited to check it out. And I will have a short review, which is a little bit less than 3 minutes, coming out soon. Like within maybe a week or two from when I put this up. But it was a fun time, and there are some really good special features on this, so I'll just say that much, but you can look for my review coming out soon. Rumpelstiltskin from TerrorVision. Okay, now getting into the stuff that I got from Diabolik. And here's the thing. I really like using Diabolik. It's been a while since I have, but I like using them because those moments where I don't want to buy all from one place, just like one boutique label, and pay, individual shipping, you can go to Diabolik and just be like, I want this one movie from this label, I want these 2 movies from this label, and just kind of throw it all together, and then it's one shipping. So that's one of the reasons I really like Diabolik. Also, they have good prices. They legit have good prices through Diabolik. So gonna go over, I have these grouped. How I'm gonna go over is grouped by the labels that I was getting them from. So the first is 2 releases by Deaf Crocodile. I've never gotten anything from Deaf Crocodile before. I have had a lot of interest in them over the last year or so, and I'm finally dipping my toe in. I will probably be getting some more, but the first one I got was Bill Plimpton's The Tune. I've heard this is really good. It's an animated film. They put out a lot of animation stuff. And I just did, there is a booklet, an essay booklet, which is great. They put out a lot of animation stuff. I did only do standards on theirs just because I wasn't looking to pay a lot. Although some of the ones I'm looking at to get, like Feliday and Signals, I think I might go for the deluxe on those with boxes because they look so good. Like, the artwork is phenomenal. So anyway, Bill Plimpton's The Tune. Legendary animator and cartoonist Bill Plimpton is a wild... First featured, The Tune is a wildly surreal animated musical comedy about a struggling songwriter named Dell, desperate to write a hit tune to save his relationship with his long-suffering girlfriend Dee Dee. On his way to meet her and his boss, Dell gets sidetracked in the cheerfully deranged alternate universe of Flooby Newby, a strangely nostalgic vision of the 1950s middle-class America as filtered through the affectionate but twisted sensibilities of David Lynch, Talking Heads, and classic Warner Brothers Bugs Bunny cartoons. That sounds very interesting. There's a doggy Elvis who croons about his pompadour, a love duet between a burger and a fry, a slice of cherry pie, and a scoop of ice cream, and a joyfully sadistic bellhop at the Lovesick Hotel, all singing lovably warped tunes like Dig My Do, No Nose Blues, and Tango Schmango. Plimpton's famed animation style, done in colored pencils with a gorgeous pastel palette, is perfectly suited to this beautifully off-kilter saga of a man who loses his way only to find his heart. Lost? No, I just don't know where I am. Again, I've heard a lot of people say this is a phenomenal release, so I really wanted to check it out. So, The Tune from Deaf Crocodile. Then the other one from Deaf Crocodile is the one that got me interested in keeping my eye on Deaf Crocodile like a year ago, and that was The Pied Piper. It's stop motion animation, which I'm huge on that. I know the movie's like a little bit less than an hour. Yeah, it's 53 minutes, which is good for stop motion, but love stop motion. I don't believe there's any dialogue in this, but it's obviously a telling of the Pied Piper tale. Again, there's a small essay in this one. There you go. Is there anything interesting behind here? No, not really. Okay. So, The Pied Piper, 1986, Czechoslovakia. Stop motion animated masterpiece based on the Pied Piper of Hamelin is set in the dark and twisted medieval village of narrow streets and weird Gothic arches, half Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and half Jan van Eyck. The money-obsessed citizens carved out of wood blocks and speaking in an onomatopoeic babble are like George Gross caricatures, literally spouting coins from their mouths instead of words. The rats are far more organic and sympathetic, made of real fur and whiskers, constantly tunneling and burrowing under the towering arches and cobblestone streets above. In one of the film's many surreal moments, a rat emerges from a gargoyle's gaping mouth. Fans of fellow Czech animation legend... Okay, I'm not going to read that part of it, but there's a quote from Phil Tippett, who did Mad God on here. Barta's mastery of all aspects of filmmaking are evident. Staging, production, design, lighting, animation, editing, sound, and music combine into dark worlds of repression and revolt with ironic conclusions. It looks amazing. Like, I saw the trailer, check it out, and again, like, I'm a big fan of stop motion, and I've heard great things, so very excited to check out The Pied Piper. Yeah, and I love that artwork. That artwork's so cool. All right, so that was it for Deaf Crocodile. I got one film from Arrow Video, and I've been on an Abel Ferrara kick lately, so I got The Driller Killer, which I've not seen yet. So I was like, I might as well just get it. Yeah, there's nothing on there. Abel Ferrara, all about it. Oh, there's 2 discs on this one. Okay. Disc, and there is a different... That's like the original artwork there. So, all right. Let's read about it. In a career that has encompassed such controversial films as Miss 45, which I love, Bad Lieutenant, and Welcome to New York, none of Abel Ferrara's films have quite managed to match the shock, extremity, and downright notorious nature of The Driller Killer. Ferrara plays struggling artist Reno, a man pushed to the edge by the economic realities of New York living in the late 70s and the no-wave band practicing in the apartment below. His grip on reality soon begins to slip, and he takes to stalking the streets with his power tool in search of prey. Yeah, sounds good. I'm excited for it. And like I said, it's Abel Ferrara, so, you know. All right, that was my Arrow one. And then the last 2... are Severin releases that I've had on my list to get since last year. So the first one is The Mad Bomber. And this one has Chuck Connors in it. So if you're a Chuck Connors fan, the main bad guy from Tourist Trap, which is phenomenal, might be interested in this one. I've heard this one's a good one. No, not much on the inside. All right. Although best known for his giant monster movies like The Amazing Colossal Man, Attack of the Puppet People, and Empire of the Ants, Burt I. Gordon took a sharp right turn into 70s urban perversion with this remarkably politically incorrect crime shocker. A psycho citizen is planning deadly bombs across Los Angeles. A depraved rapist is the only witness who can identify him, and a deranged detective will break every rule in the book to bust them both. Also known in various censored versions as The Police Connection and Detective Geronimo, this dynamite mix of grit and sleaze is now scanned in 4K. Yeah. It's scanned in 4K, but it's not a 4K. This is a Blu-ray, but yeah. It sounds very interesting. I listened to the people from Severin talk about it on the Severin podcast, and I was like, that's going on my list. I need to get it. So finally, I'm going to see The Mad Bomber. And again, like all of these, I will be doing short 3-minute or less reviews that will show up on my channel. And then the last one I got is one that I really, really, really wanted because A, it's Italian, and I'm big into Italian cinema, old Italian cinema, and B, it looks very visually appealing, which I'm all about. Spider Labyrinth. Another Blu-ray. They did have 4K of this as well, but I was like, Blu-ray will be fine. I didn't want to pay as much. Yeah, love that artwork. And then on the inside, I believe this is... That's what their deluxe edition box looks like. It's that artwork, which I was like, not that great. All right. For more than 3 decades, the remarkable debut feature and soul horror film by award-winning director Gianfranco Gianni has been one of the most elusive Italian horror titles in home video history until now. When an American professor is sent to Budapest to complete a mysterious research project, he'll become ensnared in a mind-bending web of sexual provocation, occult carnage, and arachnidian havoc. It says, its invaluable contribution to 80s Italian horror. It has special effects by Sergio Stivoletti, who did Cemetery Man. Okay, yeah. I mean, this sounds and looks phenomenal. I did watch the trailer for it before and was like, this is a must for me. It looks kind of wild, like all over the place. And like I said, visually appealing. So there you go, Spider Labyrinth. That's the last one. So go ahead and tell me, what of these do you think is the best? What would you be most excited to watch? But also, what are some of your pickups recently? It doesn't have to be any of those labels. It doesn't have to be from Diabolik. Just whatever. Doesn't have to be horror related. Whatever you want. You know, let's talk about things that get you excited and that are nerdy in the comments. Do me a quick favor. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That helps promote me. Also, the thumbs up will promote me in the YouTube algorithm. You can hit the notification bell button if you want to know when I'm putting up new videos. And the big thing is, if you want to pitch in a little bit, I do have memberships. There's a link in the description. You can check those out. Very nominal fees for what you get. I did just add a new tier, which will get you kind of like vlog style shorts that are more like personal stuff with me, like my everyday life type stuff. Well, not everyday life, but my personal life is how I should put it. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this, and until next time, keep it brutal.